Eric's a great leader. He's been visionary.
He's sharp as a tack. He really is one of the nicest people you will ever want to meet.
He's an iron worker, from the core.
He leads like a freight train.
He comes off as humble and sincere because he is.
The man is a force of nature.
He's just always accessible. We can call him on a Sunday and he's going to answer the phone.
He's true blue. All of us were all 5 generations of Local 63 ironworkers. It just becomes part of your DNA, but obviously it helped shape me. So I was attending university studies, and my dad asked me how I liked college, and I said I was not that interested in my college studies. So he suggested I sign up for the apprenticeship program. Yeah, it's been a hell of a career. And I got a training program job teaching tribal members.
So that's something that he takes great pride in, that he was part of the training of the next generation.
And then I observed a lot of the union activities and decided I probably was more stronger suited to go try my hat at union leadership. And I was a very early age, young, elected business agent for my local. Eventually Washington, D.C. said, would you come and assess our training centers? And then I got the opportunity to be a regional guy in Chicago. And then you get a little more political, and then leaders in Washington, D.C. started noticing.
President Wise saw a very smart guy right there, moved him into the, as a vice president, naturally, and then to the general secretary, and the rest is history, general president.
Eric really, I think, made this union a lot stronger from the connections he made with people in the industry. Especially with owners, contractors. He's just a great communicator, and he really pushed for more training, more safety to make us a better organization.
We've done a lot. I didn't do it alone, but we've accomplished a lot that I can look back to and feel like I made a difference.
He's been very progressive at looking at where the organization had weaknesses and then looking at how we fix them.
When the members grow and the density increases, the ability to bargain fairly with the employers, the compensation just naturally rises. We've got our pensions all funded at over 100%, which is, we have more than $1 to pay for $1.
The advancements that he's been able to put forth just in pushing ironworkers into the different industries like natural gas and the nuclear power, data center work, all of that was Eric Dean.
Eric can be a formidable person when he needs to, and then he can also be very compassionate when he needs to do that too.
So we created the first of its kind in the building trades maternity program. Vicki did all the legwork, got me all of the details, and we created a program, the first of its kind in the North American building trades.
We consider this a safety program because the woman that brought this up in 2016 at our Tradeswomen Build Nations conference at our caucus with President Dean said that she'd worked in the rod patch one day too long and had a miscarriage, and is there anything that we could do to keep ironworker women safe during their pregnancies? And when me and Eric walked out of there, Eric said he felt like he had been sucker punched in the gut, that he had never even thought about women during that time trying to grow their families. He's like, we gotta figure this out. And tasked me with figuring it out, and we did. And quite frankly, we did that in about 9 months' time.
The more inclusive we are, the more welcoming we are, and the broader we are, the better our bargaining power gets, the better our ability to have a voice with elected officials gets.
The ironworker membership is much more diverse today than it was 15, 20 years ago.
You gotta give everybody a fair shot, and they will prove you're wrong or you're right.
It doesn't matter if you are a man, woman, black, white, Chinese, gay, straight. It doesn't matter. If you can do the work, then that's why you're here.
Every time that he speaks in just about any forum, he always emphasizes the importance of safety and health.
I'm really proud that through Impact, we put a lot of mental health assistance to the local unions and its employers. It wasn't always the case, right? We used to rub some dirt on it, and we would kind of ignore it, never express our feelings or reach out and figure out why the members are struggling.
Prior to COVID, there was a whole suck it up buttercup kind of thing that went on, and coming out of COVID, people actually started realizing, like, wow, it's okay to not be okay.
I've been very impressed with his interest in mental health issues and wellness issues, which is a big deal for our whole population here.
We gotta make sure that off the job, we're checking on somebody. If somebody's off on work comp, we gotta call that guy 3 months into his time away and make sure he realizes someone in the union cares about him. And that's not just a union leader's job, that's a union brother or sister's job too. Being our brothers and sisters keeper 24/7 and be participatory, and our union will never be held back if we do all those things.
Probably my favorite saying from him is, we're not gonna go in and we're not gonna start any shit, but we ain't gonna take any either.
One of my favorite sayings of his is, tough times don't last. Tough people do, and ironworkers are some of the toughest son of a bitches he knows.
You'll see him speak at these events. He doesn't require any notes.
I've always been super jealous at how eloquent he is. Sometimes I get very jumbled, but he could talk about anything.
He's one of the guys.
We're in line for a drink, and he grabbed some beers and brought them over to us, And so the jokes after that point was, Eric Dean, full-service general president.
Everybody kind of felt like family when they were talking about their first time of meeting Eric or their time with Eric and how he treated them, whether it was a brand new apprentice or the President of the United States.
When Eric gave his word, it was his bond.
I love everything I do about being general president. I like solving problems, I like being in the mix. But since 1999, General President West hired me, and I've been on the road pretty much continuously.
I understand the stress and the magnitude of the job. You're gone all the time, but everybody knows when it's their time to go.
He earned his pay every day. He's one of the busiest guys I've ever known.
Eric's legacy is a body of work that has left this international association in the best possible shape that it could be as it steps into 2026.
I hate to see him go. At the same time, he earned it.
I'm heartbroken because I consider Eric a friend and he's been a great leader. He's leaving with his head held real high because the job is to make it better than the way he found it. And Eric has clearly done that.
He's a true brother in this organization, and he's going to be missed. He's done a great job.
Eric Dean has been very helpful to us as a contractor. I think he's done great things with the union as a whole.
There's not many people like Eric that outwardly show that true love for the members and the ironworking trade in particular.
General President Dean is an outstanding human being, first and foremost. He cares about everybody that's on his team. He's like a father figure to most of us.
Eric was the kind of person that just brought out the best in you, made you more professional and a better leader.
President Dean gave me a chance and gave me free rein to do what I felt was the right thing, because he said he didn't know what the right thing was. He just knew that we needed change. My family owes everything to the ironworkers, but I owe this great career to Eric Dean.
He never forgets that it's the members that are important out there. He never forgets it's the people wearing a tool belt strapped to them, that he represents them, all of them.
I don't know how much I can say without crying. He's a big rock for us. Eric's amazing, and I know he's retiring, but Eric, if they show you this, you for leaving us.